Garden seeds to start in February. That is what we are going to talk about today because it is getting to be that time again. Yes, it's still winter. Yes, it still feels cold, but we can get our seeds started. Hello, I'm Nikki. Welcome back to Off Grid Style. Let's find out what seeds we can get started now.
February marks the transition from winter to spring in many regions, making it an opportune time to kickstart your gardening journey. Starting seeds indoors in February allows for a head start on the growing season, ensuring robust and healthy plants come spring. This guide highlights the best seeds to start in February, offering tips and insights to help you cultivate a flourishing garden. Tomatoes. Tomatoes are popular garden staples and they benefit from early starts indoors. Choose varieties suited to your region and consider starting them in peat pots to ease transplanting. Peppers. Bell peppers, chili peppers, and other varieties thrive when started indoors in February. Use a well-draining seed starting mix, maintain consistent moisture, and provide bottom heat to enhance germination. Transplant those seedlings once the risk of frost has passed. Lettuce. Lettuce is a cool season crop that can be started indoors in February for an early spring harvest. Opt for leafy varieties and sow the seeds in shallow trays or pots. Keep the soil consistently moist and provide ample light to prevent leggy growth. Broccoli. Broccoli is a cold-tolerant vegetable that benefits from an early start. Start those seeds indoors in February and transplant the seedlings into the garden when they reach a suitable size. Broccoli appreciates fertile, well-draining soil. Cabbage. Cabbage is another brassica that can be started indoors in February. Choose varieties suited to your climate and start your seeds in flats or containers. Provide adequate light and maintain that soil moisture to ensure successful germination. Kale. Kale is a super nutrient-packed green that thrives in cooler temperatures. Start your kale indoors in February for a jump start on the growing season. Once the seedlings are robust, transplant them into the garden or larger containers. Onions. Onions can also be started indoors from seeds or sets in February. Use well-draining soil, and when the seedlings are large enough, transplant them into the garden. Onions also appreciate fertile soil and regular watering. Herbs. Many herbs like basil, oregano, and parsley can be started indoors in February. Herbs generally prefer well-draining soil and they benefit from ample sunlight. Consider starting them in individual plant pots to prevent root disturbance during transplanting. Spinach. Spinach is a cool seasoned green that can be started indoors in February. Sow the seeds in shallow containers, and when the seedlings are large enough, transplant them into the garden too. Spinach appreciates fertile soil and consistent moisture. Swiss chard. Swiss chard is a versatile and nutritious grain that can be started indoors in February. Sow the seeds in well-draining soil and transplant the seedlings into the garden when they are big enough. Swiss chard is also tolerant of cooler temperatures. Tips for successful seed starting in February. Provide adequate light. Use supplemental lighting like fluorescent or LED grow lights to ensure the seedlings receive adequate light for healthy growth. Maintain consistent moisture. Keep that soil consistently moist but not waterlogged. Use a gentle misting method or bottom watering to avoid disturbing the seeds. Warmth is key. Most seeds germinate best in warm conditions. Consider using heating mats to maintain soil temperature for optimal germination rates. Transplant at the right time. Transplant seedlings into the garden or larger pots at the appropriate time, considering the frost dates for your region. Hardening off. Gradually acclimate seedlings to outdoor conditions by exposing them to increasing amounts of sunlight and reducing indoor protection.
Well, I hope you liked the video. Please share your thoughts with me. You know I always want to hear from you, and I will always try to answer back. This video has been chosen specifically for you based on your viewer history. YouTube says this is the one that you would most be interested in watching, so if you do me a favor, go ahead and click on it and watch it. Thanks very much.